It's going to start the next song, isn't it? Also a good song, but no time for playing that today. Okay. The verse I was focused on today was Hebrews 11:6. Without faith, it is impossible to please him. And cutting back to the beginning of that, Hebrews 11. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. The substance of things hoped for. How cool is that? The thing of hope. It's kind of exciting. The evidence of things not seen. By faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that the things which were seen were not made of things which were visible. Whoa. And so faith, I guess, is sort of commonly used nowadays almost like to just describe your religion, or what creed or what divinely inspired or divine, master you follow. But faith is also, I feel like, faith is a companion to common sense, in a way. That common sense and faith kind of exist together. I mean, there are certain aspects of this world that require sort of no faith to even interact with them that much. You know what I mean? I mean, you have faith inherently in them, and that's why you think it common sense. Gravity, for example. Although I hope to one day overcome that foolish law. We have faith in a lot of things that about how our body works, that if we put one foot in front of the other, we'll probably keep moving. We have faith that we're going to keep breathing and our heart's going to keep pumping. We have faith that if we exercise, then we'll get more fit. Faith is kind of it's the eternal companion to the its temporal friend. And it operates sometimes in the same way that you're like, okay, well, I had faith first, funnily enough, and then I got rewards for my faith, or my faith has been built up from that initial leap moment, and rewarded with just powerful spiritual experiences and releases in your life, and just an entire shifting of paradigm. And I was thinking about it for anybody who maybe does acting or improvisational work, in terms of the other night, in terms of commedia. We were doing a commedia exercise in class where, emo op, it's emotional option, and you just have to leap into emotion, whatever you're doing, and you're sort of already heading there, but you just have to crank it all the way to 10 and just do it. And I found it much easier to do that exercise than being like, okay, angry, and you're like, oh, okay, so why am I angry? That was not helpful. That trying to figure it out while doing it, but to leap angry, God, and just be angry, and everything, it'll get figured out. Funnily enough, if you leap in faith in so many things, a lot of things will figure themselves out. And that has been true in my life with my faith, that whatever initial leap in faith I took has been rewarded time and time again in miracles, literally like healing my body a couple times, and just touches of his life, and then just transforming my nature, which is kind of the most amazing thing. But I'm running out of time. Wait, I do want to say one other thing, but now... Oh, I like to say it as sometimes that common sense faith exist together. They both have their legitimacies, but they both kind of reign in different realms to a degree, and they cross over. But ultimately, faith kind of supersedes common sense in some areas, because I truly believe, common sense-wise, logically, I don't deserve all the joy, but based on just simply on my behavior. You know what I mean? If you slap somebody in the face enough times, they don't want to kiss you anymore. But God doesn't necessarily work that way, and faith doesn't necessarily work that way, which is crazy. So in some ways, it contradicts common sense, and they both have areas where they fight with each other. So for me, I kind of, in those areas, I always just let faith win, knowing that it hasn't failed. It's failed me less than my common sense has. Or in a word, logos overwhelms logic. Ooh. What question today? What do you have faith in? Is it a spiritual thing? What is where do you place your highest faith? Is it God? Is it your inner self? Is it the grand connected spirit of the universe? Is it your dogs? Is it science? Is it art? Is it yourself? Is it the fire department? Let me know. Good morning.